Here are the answers for lesson 8-5. The topic is to create an equation of a line when given some information about the line. To write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form, use the slope in the y-intercept to create an equation that has this format. The letter y will start the equation, and then there'll be an equals, and then you have the x term. Use the value of slope in front of the letter x, and then you have the constant term, and that will be the value of the y-intercept. Now, if you're given the value of m and b right off the bat, then it's very fast to write the equation. But if you're not given the values of m and b, then use the information that is provided to you to calculate these values. Here's number one. There's a line, and the line has a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of 5. We're explicitly told that the m is equal to 2 and that the b is equal to 5. We're given the two values that we need to create the equation. Y equals mx plus b, 2x plus 5. Now, number 3, what information is given to us? We're given the slope, so we're given the value of m, negative 1/3, and we're given the y-intercept. That's the letter b. We're told 7. We're given the two things that we need to know. So the answer is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 7. Now, number 5, what information are we given? We're given the slope, so we're given the value of m, 1/2, but we're not given the y-intercept. We're given the x-intercept. We're told that the point 4, 0 is on our line. What we need to do is we have to figure out the value of b. So here's how you do it. You write down the general format that you're trying to create. Y equals mx plus b. In an ordered pair, the first number in the parentheses is the value of x, and the second number in the parentheses is the value of y when you use that value of x. We have a number to fill in for y. We have a number to fill in for m. We have a number to fill in for x, but we don't know the letter b. Let's make the substitutions. In place of y, fill in 0. In place of m, fill in 1/2. In place of x, fill in 4. And then leave the variable b. It's unknown. This creates an equation with one variable in it, the letter b, and we can solve the equation. 1/2 times 4 makes 2. If 2 plus b is 0, then b has to be negative 2. Now we have the two values that we need. We have the value of m, and we have the value of b. We can write our equation. Y equals 1/2 x minus 2. Now, the next several questions are going to be similar to question 5. We're given the slope, so we're given the value of m, but we don't know the y-intercept. We don't know the lowercase b. Well, what do we know? We know a value for x and a value for y. So start by writing the general form that we want to follow, y equals mx plus b. And make the substitutions for the three letters that we know. For the letter y, 1. For the letter m, 2. For the letter x, negative 5. The letter b is our unknown variable. And now solve this equation. This is 1 is equal to negative 10 plus b. If you add 10 to both sides, you'll find out that 11 is equal to b. Now we know the slope and the y-intercept. So we can write our answer. Y equals 2x plus 11. Number 9, we have the value of m. We don't know the y-intercept, but we do know a value of x and a value of y that solves the equation. So start with the slope-intercept formula. For y, put in 5. For m, put in -2. For x, put in 3. And now solve this. 5 is equal to -6 plus b. If you add 6 to both sides, you get that 11 is equal to b. So the answer is y equals -2x plus 11. Number 11, we know the slope, so we do know the value of m. We don't know the y-intercept, but we do know a value for x and y. Y equals mx plus b. The y is -1. The m is 1/2. The x is 4. And the letter b is unknown. 1/2 times 4 is 2. Subtract 2 from both sides, and we get that -3 is equal to b. So y equals 1/2 x minus 3. Number 13, we know the value of m. We have a value of x and a value of y. So start with y equals mx plus b. The y is -3. The m is -3/4. The x is 8. The letter b is unknown. 8 divided by 4 makes 2. So now we have -3 is equal to -6 plus b. So b equals 3. Our equation is y equals -3/4 x plus 3. Number 15. Now you can run through that same process, but to save time, notice that the slope is 0. If the slope of a line is 0, then it is a horizontal line. A horizontal line has the equation y equals a constant number. In this case, 3. That's the value of y, right? The second number in the parentheses. Number 17. We have a line that passes through these two ordered pairs. We don't know the value of m. So let's find the value of m using the slope formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is x1 and this is y1. This is x2 and this is y2. So 9 take away 7 and 1 take away 0. This makes 2/1, which is equal to 2. Now we know the value of m. Do we know the y-intercept? The y-intercept is a dot on the y-axis. It has the ordered pair 0, some number. So yes, we do. This ordered pair 0, 7, this is the y-intercept, which is the letter b. So we know the m and we know the b. So our answer is y equals 2x plus 7. Number 19, we have a line that passes through these two ordered pairs. To find the equation of a line, we have to know the m and we have to know the b. We don't know either one of these. So let's find m, the slope, using the slope formula. The first ordered pair is the x1 and the y1. The second ordered pair is x2 and y2. So we have 0 take away 2, and 7 take away 5. This is -2 over 2, which is -1. Now we know the value of m. Now what's the value of b? What's the y-intercept? That's an ordered pair that has the form 0, some number. Neither of our ordered pairs looks like that. So let's find the value of b. We have y equals mx plus b. For y, 2. For m, -1. For x, 5. And then we don't know what the b is. So this is 2 is equal to -5 plus b. Therefore, b is equal to 7. Okay, now we know the value of b. We have the value of m, and we have the value of b. So we can write the answer. Y equals -1x plus 7. Number 21, there's a line that goes through these two ordered pairs. We do not know what the m is or the b. So let's find the m. What is the change in y-coordinates from 1 to 8? By how much has it changed? It's increased by 7 units. What's the change in x-coordinates from 8 to 1? It has decreased by 7, and that makes -1. Now to get the value of b, y equals mx plus b. In our first ordered pair, the 8 is an x value, and the 1 is a y value. So for y, we can put 1. For m, -1. For x, 8. And the letter b is our unknown variable. This is 1 is equal to -8 plus b. Therefore, b is equal to 9. Okay, we have the m and we have the b. Those are the two things we need to know. So y equals -1x plus 9. Number 23 is going to be done the same way. So first, figure out the value of m. You have to know what the slope is to write an equation. How are the y-coordinates changing? From -1 to +7, it has increased 8 units. Now what happened to the x-coordinates? How did it change? It increased 3 units. So m is 8/3. Now let's get the value of b. So y equals mx plus b. In our first ordered pair, the 3 is our x value and the -1 is the y value. Make those substitutions. And now solve this equation. The 3's cross out, so -1 is equal to 8 plus b. Subtract 8 from both sides. -9 is equal to b. We know the m and we know the b. The answer is y equals 8/3 x minus 9. Number 25, there's a line that goes through these 2 points. To find the equation of the line, you have to know what m is, and you have to know what the b is. You need to know these 2 numbers. Well, we do know the b. 0, -1 is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is a dot on the y-axis, and any dot on the y-axis has a 0 as its x-coordinate. So the value of b is -1. We know that, but we don't know the m. So let's find m. To find m, how are the y-coordinates changing? From -1 to +4. It increased 5 units. How did the x-coordinates change? From 0 to 1. It increased 1 unit. So m is 5. We know the 2 values that we need to make the equation. Y equals 5x minus 1. Number 27, there's a line, it goes through these 2 points. We need to know what m is and the b. So let's find the m. How are the y coordinates changing? It decreased by 3. How did the x's change? It increased by 4. Now we can find the value of b. Use the formula y equals mx plus b. What do you put in for y? What's the y coordinate of the first ordered pair? 0. What do you put in for m? Negative 3/4. What do you put in for x? What's the x coordinate of that first point? Negative 2. Now solve this. The 2 and the 4 reduce to a 2. So we have 0 is equal to negative 3/2 plus b. Therefore, b must be positive 3/2. We have the m and the b. So y equals negative 3/4 x plus 3/2. Okay, number 29. There is a line that has a y-intercept at negative 2 and an x-intercept at 5. Well, since the y-intercept is negative 2, that is the value of b. But we don't know the m, so we need to find the value of m. Well, what are these numbers but as ordered pairs? Like when it says the y-intercept is negative 2, that's really the ordered pair 0, negative 2. And when it says the x-intercept is at 5, that's the ordered pair 5, 0. So this question is really like the previous questions. To find the slope, how are the y coordinates changing? From negative 2 to 0, it's increased by 2. From 0 to 5, it increased by 5. So our answer is y equals 2/5 x minus 2. All right, number 31 is the same concept. We're given the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So the y-intercept, that's good to know because that is the value of the b. But now we need to know the value of m. So the x-intercept is 6, 0, and the y-intercept is 0, negative 3. How have the y coordinates changed? It decreased by 3. How did the x coordinate change? It decreased by 6. And this reduces to 1/2. So the equation is y equals 1/2 x minus 3. And last, number 33. There's a horizontal line through the point 3, 5. Well, you can run through the similar process of figuring out m and b, but it's a horizontal line, so it's a special case. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0. So m is 0 without doing any work. We just know m is 0. Another thing we know is horizontal lines just have the form y equals, and then it's a constant number. Well, what does y equal in this problem? Look at the ordered pair. What is the value of y? It's a 5. And so the answer is y equals 5.